a rectangular slab. Suppose this is a rectangular plate. The mass of this plate is m. The length is L, and the breadth of this plate is B, and this plate is solid, so I will make it like this. And suppose this is the axis about which we have to find the moment of inertia. So what we can do in this case is, suppose we cut this slab like this. So we will get a rod. The rod will have length L, and the axis will be passing through the center of the rod. So if the mass of this rod will be m1, then we can get I1 is equal to m1 L square upon 12. Now we consider second rod. We have cut the second rod. Suppose the mass is m2, so I2 will be m2 L square upon 12. In the same way we cut the third rod, then the fourth rod, and suppose we cut n rods. So at last the moment of inertia of the nth rod will be mn L square upon 12. Now if we add the moment of inertia of all these objects, then the total moment of inertia will come out to be capital M L square upon 12. If the axis is like this, suppose again I am drawing the plate. The length is L, the breadth is B, and the axis now is this. This is the axis. Now in this case what we can do is, we can cut the rod, cut the rectangular plate again into a rod which is perpendicular. Again here we can cut it in one more part which is again perpendicular to the axis. So this is the third part which is again perpendicular to the axis. Then fourth part, and when we are cutting we are seeing that the axis is perpendicular to all these rods, and it is also passing through the center of the rods. So if the mass of this rod is m1, m2, then m3, m4, and for the last rod it is mn. So we can see that I1 will be m1 b square upon 12, I2 will be m2 b square upon 12. In the similar manner, In will be mn b square upon 12, and when we add all of them we will get the moment of inertia as capital M b square upon 12. Now if suppose this is the plate, length L, breadth B, suppose this is the axis. Now when you will be cutting the rod, then you will be able to see that all the rods have the axis passing through their end. So like the moment of inertia of the rod, the moment of inertia of this disc will be m L square upon 3. If the axis is like this, length is L, breadth is B, and then we will cut the rod like this. So we can see that axis is passing through the end of all the rods. So the moment of inertia will be m B square upon 3. So we have seen that a rectangular plate behaves just like the rod. The only thing is the length of the rod has to be perpendicular to the axis. So I'll just summarize. Suppose this is a rectangular plate, length L, breadth B. If we have the axis this, then the length out of these two which is perpendicular is B, so it will be m B square upon 12. If we have the axis like this, then the length which is perpendicular to the plate will be L, so the moment of inertia will be m L square upon 12. If suppose this is the axis, then the length which is perpendicular is B, so the moment of inertia will be mb square upon 3. And if the axis is like this, then the length which is perpendicular to the axis is L, so the moment of inertia will be m L square by 3.